My dad was an army general. I'm pretty sure that if he had been in the military, he would have become a general. I mean, that man has always been prepared for anything. Even when we were kids, if there was a hurricane or a tornado or some kind of disaster coming, he'd have all these boxes packed with food and water and stuff ready to go. If we had to evacuate, we'd be ready. And more often than not, we were the ones who got to go to the fancy hotel while all our neighbors had to stay in their crappy motel. And it was all because my dad was prepared. So when my ex-boyfriend hit me and said that I deserved it, his mistress agreed, but he didn't expect my army dad to show up with backup. We were only 17 and I was dating this guy, Chad, who was a total jerk. He played football and he thought that he was God's gift to women. Well, one day he got into a fight with my dad. I don't know what started it, but after they were done yelling at each other, Chad came up behind me and smacked me across the face. Then he said that I deserved it. I was stunned. Why would he say that? Was he trying to provoke my dad? Because that's what happened next. My dad showed up with backup. It was like a military operation. There must have been 10 guys with him. They were all dressed in black tactical gear, and they stormed into that restaurant and surrounded Chad and his little group of friends. My dad was pissed. He grabbed Chad by the collar and hauled him off to the side. I could hear them talking in hushed voices, but I couldn't make out what they were saying. Then my dad came back over to me and put his arm around my shoulder. He looked at Chad and his friends and said, "You guys are lucky that this happened in America where there is such a thing as due process. In some countries, you would be executed for assaulting a woman." Then my dad turned back to me and whispered, "I'm sorry, sweetheart. I should have been there for you sooner." He hugged me tight, and then he called all the other guys over. They all had name tags on their shirts with their specialty written on it. There was even a medic. They made sure that I was okay. And then they took all of Chad's friends outside and lined them up. Apparently, they all had to run around the parking lot while they waited for the cops to get there. As for Chad, he got a little spanking from my dad, and then the police took him away. I never expected my dad to show up, let alone with an entire army. But I was glad that he was there for me. And to this day, I still have nightmares about what would have happened to me if my dad hadn't shown up.